example. So they give you a triangle with these points. So they want to find, they say classify the triangle by sides. Then tell whether it is a right triangle. So the first thing I'm going to do is graph this. So the first is negative 1, 2. So that's this point here, and this is point P. The next thing is 6, 3. Bless you. This is point Q, and then point O is at the origin. So I'm going to connect my lines. Now, if I want to classify this by sides, what do I need to know? How far the sides are. Good. How do I find that out? What have we used that you can find that out? Distance formula. Perfect. Just for a reminder, the distance formula is square root of x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1, and both of them have to be squared. So, I'm going to find the distance between PQ first. So I'm going to say square root of 6 minus negative 1 squared plus 3 minus 2 squared. And that gives me square root of 7 squared plus 1 squared. So square root of 50, which is 5 root 2, because 50 is 25 times 2. The square root of 25 is 5, so I can pull out a 5. So I'll write 5 root 2 up here. And now I'm going to do the distance between Q and O. So that's square root of 0 minus 6 squared plus 0 minus 3 squared, which gives me negative 6 squared plus negative 3 squared, which is square root of 36 plus 9. And that is square root of 45, which is 3 root 5, because 45 can be broken down into 9 and 5, and the square root of 9 is 3. And then the last one I'm going to find is O and P. So I say square root of 0 minus negative 1 squared plus 0 minus 2 squared, which gives me 1 squared plus negative 2 squared, so that's square root of 1 plus 4, square root of 5. So, now that I have the distance of all of these sides, classifying them by side, what would you say they are? It is. First of all, we're just doing it by sides. So, I don't need right, I don't need obtuse. Those have to do with angles. So the sides are either equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. It's scalene, right? Because they're all different. Good. So this is scalene. Now the second part of the question says tell whether it's a right angle. So, or a right triangle. Is this angle going to be a right angle?
No.
Is this angle going to be a right angle?
No.
Is this angle going to be a right angle?
Yes.
Can you tell just by looking at it? You can't tell just by looking at it, but we think maybe that's going to be true. What was something in the last chapter that told us whether or not that was forming a right angle? Slope. Good. So it was slope. So we're going to look at the slope between O and Q. So OQ slope. And I'm going to start here and I go up. Well, I can just find the slope between OQ using these numbers. So I say 3 minus 0 over 6 minus 0. And that gives me 3 over 6, which is what? 1/2. Okay, so that's OQ. What's the other slope I need to find? OP, good. So OP slope. So I say negative 1 minus, it's y over x. So 2 minus 0 over negative 1 minus 0, and that gives me what?
2
over
negative 1.
So we're looking at this slope and this slope. Does it form a right angle?
No. Maybe.
Why does it form a right angle? Yes.
Because they're negative reciprocal.
Because the opposite reciprocal. So yes, it's a scaling and it's also right.